The sale of disposable vapes will be banned in England from next summer. Ministers say the move is intended to protect children's health and to prevent environmental damage from single-use products. Well, the Director General of the UK Vaping Association, John Dunn, says the ban simply will not work.
Well, it's one that we were waiting for. We actually expected it to be effective April 1st, so the government's pushed that date back by 2 months. But our main concern around this ban is that we don't think it's going to be effective. We think it's going to fuel a black market. It's going to cause even more environmental issues, because they're not banning the importation of these products, they're just banning them for sale. So that means that the market is going to be flooded with devices that are going to be unregulated as they currently are, and we really won't know what's in them. And that's a huge concern to us.
Well, for the other side of the argument, let's talk to Laura Young, who's known as Less Waste Laura. She's been campaigning for the ban of disposable vapes. Thank you very much indeed for being with us. I think you're actually quoted in the government press release on this. Why do you want a ban on disposable vapes? Just talk us through your reasons.
There are many reasons as to why we need a ban of these. First of all, they are the first mainstream disposable throwaway piece of technology. If people don't know, inside every single one of these vapes, there's a battery, there's wires, there's many important materials that we are just using once and throwing away. And we throw away about 5 million disposable vapes a week in the UK, 5 million a week. So it's a huge amount of waste, and waste of materials that we need for other things. Lots of people have seen them as litter. It's one of the fastest growing types of litter that we see here in the UK. And we also know that there's knock-on effects. These lithium batteries can be extremely dangerous if they get damaged. And Zurich had some research out showing that the number of fires associated with disposable vapes has doubled in the last 2 years. So there's a huge amount of environmental degradation because of these products. The waste, the litter, the fires. And of course, we know that there is an epidemic of young people taking up vaping. And it is something that the tobacco industry has really evolved to continue its grasp on many generations and hooking them onto these products. And so we need to move away from harmful products like disposable technology and support people who are trying to transition away from smoking and vaping to healthy, normal lifestyle habits like breathing fresh air. So there's many different problems, and it's great to see the government taking this approach, both on a health perspective and the environment.
Breathing fresh air, that sounds good. Now, the sale of disposable vapes to be banned in England and Wales as from June of next year. Are you happy with that date? What's your reaction to that news?
Well, actually, as was mentioned by John earlier, it was supposed to be the 1st of April, and that's what the Scottish Government are sticking to. So it has been pushed back. I would, of course, like it to come a lot quicker. But what we have to do is make sure we have the legislative process and get the policy right. There will be knock-on impacts, but we need to try and mitigate as many unintended consequences as possible. We know that vaping companies are probably going to try and get around it. So we need to try and tie up loose ends and make sure there aren't any loopholes. We need to make sure that what we're left with in vaping terms is reusable, refillable devices that are more sustainable, but also that we are looking at the practice of vaping retailers and making sure that we don't end up with a bigger black market, because we already have illegal vapes and we already have underage sales happening. And so this ban will hopefully also give trading standards officers more powers to go and crack down on the illegal vapes and the illegal vape sales to children. And so, of course, I would want it to come quicker, but we do need time to put this in place properly and bring everyone on that journey with us, from people who use vapes all the way through to people who do sell them, and take that journey together.
All right. Well, thank you very much for being with us. That's Laura Young, environmental campaigner, known, as I mentioned, as Less Waste Laura. It's a great title to have. Thank you very much for being with us. Do stay with us on BBC News. We'll be back very soon.